Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Sessions, our very first one. We're so excited to be here and chatting with y'all. I am your co-host, Catherine Smith, or Kat, and I go by she/her pronouns. And
And
this
I'm
is
Karen, and I go by she, her pronouns as well.
it's awesome to be here with y'all today. We're very excited to be starting a new program and being able to feature each of our artists in a shorter time span that's a little more chill. We loved the coming out day concert, and we just thought we wanted to continue that awesome momentum and the energy that y'all put forward for that. That was so great. So we're really excited to be featuring today our very first artist for this series, Logan Flanagan, aka OK Koala. So before we get started with them, they're backstage and ready to go. But Karen, do you want to tell us a little about Gifting Pride?
Yeah, sure. So, Gifting Pride, if you haven't heard about us so far, we are a collective of songwriters who write songs for the LGBTQIA community and allies. And basically, if you go to our website, you can choose an artist that you want to write a song. Birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, whatever you name it, we'll write it. And you go on there, you choose your artist, and then the artist will contact you later to let you know how to get in touch with them to have an interview. And then once you're interviewed, the artist will write the song for you. And it happens between 2 and 3 weeks. So if you're thinking about Christmas already, and I would encourage you because it's November, uh, please please be aware that it does take 2 or 3 weeks, and go ahead and jump in so that we can get you your perfect Christmas present for all those people that you're waiting to buy for. Thanks.
Yeah. Or for some people, New Year's is really big. There's
That's true.
also there's New Year's all over the world, which doesn't always happen at the same time. So there's
Yeah,
that.
that's
And
true.
then, all the things, whatever you celebrate is great. We just
Yeah,
happen to celebrate Christmas.
yeah.
And our birthdays. Both of
And
us
our
have December
birthdays, right.
birthdays.
Birthday presents are great. So if you want to get me or Catherine a birthday present, we'd appreciate
Yeah. Have someone write us a song.
it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that intro. And just an FYI, if you feel like submitting any questions for Logan, I don't know why I said Logan, but Logan in the chat, either on the Facebook page or on YouTube, which I'm being told that it is working on YouTube. We're very excited. We were so new that YouTube didn't let us do anything on the coming out day stuff. But YouTube is, I'm told, now working, which is great. Thanks. Shout out to Rachel Cook for that. Helpful tidbit. And we will try to get to your questions for Logan if you have them. And if not, no worries. We're here to just enjoy some great music. So thanks again for being here. Um, and yeah, let's bring Logan on. And Anna Grace Miguel says, I'd write y'all songs, but they wouldn't be great. LOL.
I bet she'd be pretty good at it myself.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It's in her
And
blood.
let me get it's true, it is in their blood. Let me go ahead and put in the chat our um our website in case you're just curious and you are feeling lazy about Googling us or anything. Totally fine. In this day and age, I feel like it's if we have to work too hard to find information, we're like, what? And we just get impatient. So, ah,
It should be
well,
there
great.
immediately.
I'm sorry.
I said it should be there immediately.
Yeah, why is it not? Truly. All right, so Logan is waiting patiently. Let's bring them on. Hey,
Hey,
Logan.
Hi,
Logan.
Catherine. Hi, Karen. Hi, everybody who's watching.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
Yay, we're happy you're here too. Do you want to say anything about yourself before we jump into other questions?
Sure. Yeah, my name's Logan Flanagan. I use they, them pronouns. I am a singer songwriter and audio engineer based out of Nashville, Tennessee now, but grew up in North Carolina for most of my life. Went to Appalachian State, which is where I met some people who met Karen, and that's how I got brought into this. But Right now, I'm just living in Nashville, doing some freelance work as an engineer and singer, and now writing for Gifting Pride. So if you're looking to get your loved ones some good presents for whatever holidays you celebrate this time of year, check out our website and commission me or one of our other songwriters to write you a song.
Yeah, for sure. So before I ask you another question, you go by OK Koala, right?
I do, yes. OK Koala is another project, a solo project of mine. It's a little more rock oriented music. I actually have a new single coming out for OK Koala sometime near the end of November. Wow, we're in November already. That's wild. But yes, I'll have a new single coming out for that sometime probably near the end of the month or the beginning of December. So you can find me at ok.koala on Instagram, at OK Koala Music on most everything else. I'm on Spotify. I have a Bandcamp that's ok-koala.bandcamp.com. I've got like t-shirts and fun stuff there. So another option for holiday presents, if you're looking for something like that, is some new music or some new merch.
Yeah, yeah. So what inspires you as a musician and a person?
I think listening to new music and trying to find as much of it as possible is something that I try to do constantly, because I consider myself personally and professionally irresponsible if I don't keep up with what's going on in the styles of music I'm creating, at least, and what ideas other people have. So I listen to a whole range of music of pretty much any style, and I'm always finding artists I haven't heard of before that are pushing the envelope or doing something different I haven't heard before, and that all those little tidbits just feed into what I do.
Great.
Respect. No, that's great. I know I'm very inundated in the classical world, and so is Karen, and we're pretty bad about that.
Mm-hmm.
You get people that are champions for them, but we could really use a better attitude about that too, because I think it's everything you said is right. So I know you said that we obviously you're looking forward to releasing your new stuff soon, but is there something, maybe something else in your life or in with the world or whatever that you're looking forward to?
I don't know about anything specific right now. I mean, we've got some stuff coming up for Gifting Pride, kind of some holiday music coming. I am looking forward to when that comes out. And otherwise, I don't have any specific things coming up, but I'm just looking forward to keeping on working with some of the things I've got going on right now. Some of my own music, some of Gifting Pride stuff. I am also part of a direct action group in Nashville called the People's Plaza that does a lot of Black Lives Matter centered social justice activism, planning all sorts of different events. So I'm doing a lot of things with them. We just actually had a Halloween drag ball on Halloween, the night before Halloween. So that was really fun. That I was looking forward to for a while. So that's done now, but we've got other things we're planning as we're going into the winter months. So there's always something to look forward to.
Sweet.
And of course,
Yeah.
I do like this time of year in general. So I'm excited about
Yeah. Well, and you mentioned that if someone sends you proof that they voted early, which I do have proof and I forgot to actually send it directly to you, but I will be doing that today, that you will send them your new EP?
advanced copy of the new single that I have coming out. I have
Sweet.
because the music is done. I'm just working on waiting on a couple other details to officially release it on streaming services and that sort of thing. But if you email or message me on social media, just any kind of proof that you voted early and a good email address for you, I can email you my an advanced copy essentially of this new single. Karen, I actually need to get one to you, I think, still. And I'll keep it in mind for you as well, Catherine.
Please.
I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
Yeah. Go vote.
Yeah.
Yes, go vote, please.
So, Logan, are you going to talk about each one of your songs, or can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to hear?
I will tell you a little bit about each one as I go, but I've got a few songs. One I wrote for Gifting Pride as the first song I wrote as part of the collective, and that's the one I'll be doing first. And then I've got a few others. One song that is out publicly on KOALA name, and then I've got a couple other things that are just some songs I've done under my own name that I haven't recorded or released, but I like to perform them every now and then when I have the opportunity to. So
Great.
I'll tell you a little bit about the first one then.
Okay, great. Well, we're going to get out of your way and give you the stage, as it were.
All right.
Thanks for being here, and
Yeah.
take it away.
Thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. I'm going to take these headphones off for now. So I can actually hear myself better. The first song is the first song I have written for Gifting Pride, which was written for some friends of mine who are getting married sometime next year. And so I wrote a song about their relationship from start to finish, and it is called Roller Coaster Ride. We started in two different states, slow and uncertain during our first day, taking chances, stealing glances, mostly silent, sheepish smiles. Didn't know our fears would fall away like the road with every mile. At an overlook in the parking lot, we held each other's hands and left with the foundation that we hoped would help us stand. So we drive, never alone, even though we know that life is a roller coaster ride. Hands up, holding on, we're side by side. Oh. As the miles and the years have flown, we found compassion like we've never known. Left adventurous independence in the distance in between. If it was 1 mile or 100, we knew where the road would lead. At an overlook in the parking lot, we united with a ring. We took our homes and took our hearts and made them the same thing. So we drive, never alone, even though we know that life is a roller coaster ride. Hands up, holding on, we're side by side. I just wanna thank you for being everything I didn't know I was needing, as you're becoming who you wanted to be. I'm just glad you chose to share it with me. So we drive, never alone, even though we know that life is a roller coaster ride. Hands up, holding on, we're side by side. So we drive, never alone, even though we know that life is a roller coaster ride. Hands up, holding on, we're side by side. Hands up, holding on, we're side by side. Thank you. So next up is the one song from KOALA music that I will play today. This came out a little over a year ago, and it is all about specifically a time when I was about to graduate from college and I felt that inevitability of a big change coming, but kind of felt powerless to stop it, and just fell deep into nostalgia for the early days of being at school and when everything still felt fresh and new. And then I had to step back and remind myself that nostalgia is always seen through rose-colored glasses, and not everything from the past was necessarily as great as you remember it being. And that change can be okay sometimes. It's just a little bit scary. I think it applies a lot to changes that are happening now. It's called 18. Only when I'm falling do I find a way to feel if you're still awake. Could you tell me how much to care? The solemn change in autumn feels so final, feels so real. Was it a waste, spending my summer breathing all but air? I'm caught in transition, everything slipping by. I've heard from goodbyes for long enough. My time is up. I wanna catch the raindrops in my hat and pour them on my face to wake me up, 'cause I was slipping back to an unfamiliar place. Well, maybe when we wake up, this will be over, and we will be replaced with the versions of ourselves we wanted to be when we were 18. I don't know where I'm headed, but I'm no longer standing still. It's been a ride, in and out and now miles apart. I'm drawing towards my exit, the road ahead is all downhill. I'm screaming inside, longing for how I remember the start. The memory's a liar, everything prior's done. The colors have run, we're turning back. No going back. I wanna catch the raindrops in my hat and pour them on my face to wake me up, 'cause I was slipping back to an unfamiliar place. Well, maybe when we wake up, this will be over. We will be replaced with the versions of ourselves we wanted to be when we were 18. When we were 18. We were not 18. I always say this. Here's a pro tip for any aspiring musicians or songwriters out there. Don't write things in a bunch of different guitar tunings. It slows down the set. Or or at least be clever enough to say things in between that people laugh at, and then you'll be fine. Also, sorry, due to seasonal allergies that last all 4 seasons, my voice is kind of failing me a little bit today, but I've got 2 more songs to play for you. Another sad one, and then I'll end it on a happier note. This song is about a tricky part of being in love, which is realizing that someone is that you love is having a hard time, and that you don't necessarily have the ability to do anything to change that, and just realizing that sometimes just being there for them is enough. It's called I See You Lying on the Ground. I see you lying on the ground, not as perfect as you were now. I wish that I could take your pain and pour it down the drain and watch it all go swirling down. I miss the days when life was pure. I never doubted that I was sure of what I could and couldn't do. But standing over you, I see we're not what we once were. And once again, I guess you're lonely, but we can burn together slowly. I can't put the fire out. If I do, we'll only drown. So I'll stay burning for you only. I see you curled up in a ball. It's like you're barely breathing at all. I want my love to make its mark in a place that's so damn dark, but it's much harder when you're small. And once again, I guess you're lonely, but we can burn together slowly. I can't put the fire out. If I do, we'll only drown. So I'll stay burning for you only. And I might have died a year ago if I would have seen this coming. But if we could see the future, we would spend our whole lives running. I'll lie down with you, see you lying on the ground. Not as perfect as you were now. No, I cannot take your pain. I'm tired, alone, and drained. So next to you I'm lying down. And once again I guess you're lonely, but we can burn together slowly. I can't put the fire out. If I do, we'll only drown. So I'll stay burning for you only. All right. Here's one more. This one is probably one of the simplest songs conceptually that I've written. It's about the realization that it's important to have a purpose for why you're here and find something in your life that you can live for and a legacy you can leave behind. But it's also valid to sometimes just want to slow down and enjoy things a little bit. This one's called Honey Whiskey. Allow me to fabricate a tale that hasn't yet been told about growing and growing old when I'm almost to the edge. I don't think I'd ever really want to live forever. I don't think the world would make me better. It would cut me like a hedge. So I'll sit in the shadows just to keep my body cool. There's a raging tide on the ocean, I'll stay here by the pool. Living extraordinary's alright as long as you miss me when I'm gone. But now I'm on so time and honey whiskey. Give me a second cause I lost my train of thought. I don't think I feel as well as I ought from being such a vibrant age. If my life is a book, it doesn't have to be a bestseller. It might be shorter than I like, but whatever. It's got a colorful title page. So I'll sit in the shadows just to keep my body cool. If there's a raging tide in the ocean, I'll stay here by the pool. Living extraordinary's alright as long as you miss me when I'm gone. But now I'm on so time and honey whiskey. So I'll sit in the desert just to keep my body warm. If there's a cloud out on the horizon, I'll sit and watch the storm. So I'll sit in the desert just to keep my body cool. If there's a raging tide in the ocean, I'll stay in by the pool. Living extraordinary's alright as long as you miss me. Living extraordinary's alright as long as you miss me. Living extraordinary's alright as long as you miss me when I'm gone. But now I'm on sunshine, good vibes, so time and honey whiskey.
I love that one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Logan, what was the name of the song before Honey Whiskey? Again.
It's called I See You Lying on the Ground.
Nice. It was great and
Thank you.
very, very touching, I think. I see you lying on the ground. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was great to spend some time on a Sunday afternoon enjoying some music.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you, actually. Well,
Yeah.
so first of all, Jax Corrigan was, I think, I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right, but Jax Corrigan
Mm-hmm.
was on YouTube sending you lots and lots of love.
Yeah, that's my partner.
Oh,
Okay.
yay. Well,
Great.
well earned for sure, I'm sure. Especially because and Rachel Cook says, "Yay, applause, thank you."
Thank you.
On YouTube. Glad to see that people are on YouTube. Yay, options. So I have a question for you, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say, Karen?
That's all right. I said we got that going on. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. So I have a question for you about you mentioned that you have to kind of retune your guitar a lot of times. Can you
Yeah.
tell us, especially us lay people, about what you're doing and why and what it means?
Yeah. So I mean, with a guitar, as with any stringed instrument, there's a standard interval between what all of the strings are tuned to, what notes, which makes it changes the shapes of chords, playing them that way. And for a lot of people, especially singer-songwriters playing just simple chord progressions, it usually makes the most sense to stay in standard tuning, which is E, A, D, G, B, E, low to high. But a lot of times people in other genres, especially in kind of different styles of rock music, which that's why the one OK Koala song is tuned differently, they'll tune down to something like just dropping down the lowest string so that strumming everything open creates a chord already, as opposed to just being different notes that don't really connect. And there's all sorts of weird tunings, some that are like just a fully open chord, almost like you would find on a banjo or something like that. All sorts of different weird things. And sometimes tuning to a different tuning like that can be a source of inspiration, just because I'll be messing around with it and kind of relearning chord shapes and stuff. And sometimes something will naturally come out of that if I'm trying to write a guitar progression. And so what that's resulted in is, for a lot of mostly the OK Koala stuff, I've ended up putting myself in all these different tunings and having to either try to change between them all when I play live, or just kind of transpose some of my songs. Because a lot of the stuff I do is also just these intervals, but a half step down. So I'm playing in more like flat keys and stuff like that. So it's all over the place. And inspiration comes where it comes, but it doesn't take into account the ease at which you can replicate something when you play it live.
That's true. Yeah, I think that's been a big learning curve that's been exciting for me. Because I've been writing songs for a long time, but it's performing them live is not really something I've done, because I'm a big nerd and I like to layer so many things if I can. So
Yeah,
I'm like, wait, I
I
can't
get
play the
caught in that
piano.
trap too.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to play the horn and sing and play the piano at the same time. Why can't I do that?
And there's a surprising number of bands who do that. They only have one or two members, but they're able to record multiple instruments. But then when they go out on tour or something, they have to hire people to come with them, or they have to just change up entirely how they do things, or play back pre-recorded tracks, which is the least cool way to do it. But a lot of people do it. I mean, it's not
true.
uncommon.
Yeah.
So
I'm running into that problem with the new OK Koala single, actually, because there's parts in that were kind of programmed in a way that would be hard to replicate, even if I have a full band, which I don't right now. So I don't know how I'm going to do that if I have to play it live, but we'll see. That doesn't come out for a while, so I don't have to worry about it yet.
Well, we'll look forward to it being live here in a few months or something. Whenever you come back on with us, we're really excited.
Definitely plan on that.
I like I like the second song quite a bit. I like the guitar riffs in that one. What was the name of that one again?
It's 18.
18. That's right. The nostalgia around that is great, and I really like the guitar licks too.
That one was heavily inspired by being in the mountains in Boone.
Boone is a beautiful place.
Yeah, the album cover for that single is actually a shot of a cemetery right by campus.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
That's awesome.
Great. Well, thanks again for coming on. And what were you going to say, Kat?
No. I was just going to say, I think it's mostly just love being sent to you, and not so many questions. I did want to ask about the tuning stuff, because you talked about that last time. But Jack says, I miss Boone. I miss Boone too, honestly. I was supposed to be there for 4 weeks this past summer, and pandemic. So
Yeah.
Well.
I'm looking for an excuse to go back. I'm sure I'll find one. But I know fewer and fewer people who still live there as time goes on. So
Well, perhaps when this whole pandemic thing blows over and we get to whatever the new normal is, we can have our first live concert there with all of the Gifting Pride songwriters.
fly everybody out from the
We'll
West
pull
Coast.
everybody in. Yeah, we'll get it done.
That would be fun.
I can dream, can
Mhm.
I?
Please
Great.
do. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much, Logan, for joining us. I'm gonna put their
Thanks for having me.
credentials up one more time in case you missed them. And you're just feeling like buying Logan even just a cup of coffee or a dinner or a nice little brunch.
Please do. Yes, coffee is what I'm about to go do right after this. So
Excellent.
Gotcha.
Well, thank you all so much. Thanks, Karen, for joining us today. Next week, Karen is going to be hosting, and I don't know if we get someone that's like, I want to co-host that's in the collective, then maybe you'll have a co-host. But
Yeah.
otherwise, at the very least, Karen will be here. I'm going to be checking out some Free to KOALA down in Denver. Pretty excited about that.
nice.
And hopefully everyone has already voted or has a plan to vote on Tuesday. Please do. It's so important. And if you do vote early, you can send Logan your proof and they
Mhm.
will send you their new song. And I can't
Yes.
wait.
Early voting, I believe, has closed in a lot of places, but if you vote
Oh, you're
on
probably right.
election day, I'll count that. I mean, what's
That's
important to me is that you vote.
Yeah, and don't forget that I'm not sure that you said this. Elliott Boot will be our singer next week. And our
Oh
song.
my gosh.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
He
Thank
lives
you.
over across the pond, as they say, and we're really glad to have him a part of our collective. And please tune in for him. He's got some great music.
Please do.
Yes, please do. Sorry, Elliott. For the same with Elliott Boot. Yay. Okay. It's in the chat. Next week, same time, same place. And I made a Facebook event, but that was yesterday, like literally mid nap. My brain went, you should make a Facebook event, and I did. So I'll try to make a recurring one. And yeah, we're really excited to have this done.
I'm guessing that's our Facebook user is actually Elliott that says, I can't vote, but thank you. And well done, Logan.
Yeah, Facebook. Elliott, is that you that just says Facebook user? I think it's because they didn't give. Let's see. I think it's Elliott. That's my guess
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Elliott.
So we'll see you next week, Elliott, for sure.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Logan. If anyone wants to check out their music, like they said, it's OK KOALA. I mean, Logan, I'm guessing if they just Google OK KOALA, like the letters O.
Okay, and then the word koala.
KOALA,
I'm one of the things that comes up. The other is some restaurant in East Asia somewhere. I'm not sure exactly what, but it's pretty obvious which is which. Yeah, and also you can find me on Facebook. I have an artist page under my name at facebook.com/Logan Flanagan Music. Same spelling as it is in my Venmo and PayPal. I'm also on SoundCloud, where you can listen to Roller Coaster Ride, the first song I did, at soundcloud.com/Logan Flanagan Music for that one as well. I'm all over the place. So follow me wherever you like, except in real life.
And that reminds me too that on our website you can go to the songs and see all of the songs that have been written so far for people within Gifting Pride. There's a lot of really great songs on there.
Yeah, you can go to Logan's page on Gifting Pride as well. I'm not
It's got
positive.
it's got most of the things that I just mentioned linked there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not positive about the URL. It's probably like www.giftingpride.com/Logan Flanagan, but I'm not positive about
Yeah,
that.
I think that's
So
right.
go on the page and
Yeah,
look
just
at
go
our
on the
artists.
main website and check out all of our artists. Everybody makes
Yeah.
great things.
Yes.
True.
Much.
Well, and so that brings me to the final thing that I will leave you all with, and that is just, if you're still kind of not sure what Gifting Pride is, I got a little video, made it for you. You'll see the three of us on there, as well as several of our other artists. But yeah, please follow us on social media. Everything at Gifting Pride, like pretty much like Twitter, Facebook, Twitter. I said Twitter. Instagram. I say everything, but I really mean the three. But yeah, info@giftingpride.com is our email address if you have some questions too. But yeah, thanks so much for joining us today. Thanks to you too as well. And
Thank
we
you.
will see you all next week with Elliott Boot. Same time, same place. Take care, everyone, and vote. Bye.
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 My mind usually stays still, but these days it's traveling. Nomadic brain cells, a free range catastrophe. And I'll end up, although I'm not where I wanted to be. Did your weekend get away? Not help you. After a week in the woods, you still feel blue. Does a dreary job suck the life out of you? You're the woman that I've been living for. My joy, my strength, my heart.